Why are you approaching me?
I just got a call on you, see if you're okay.
Yep.
What's going on today?
What's going on with you? What was the complaint exactly?
Just said it was a welfare check, just to
Welfare?
see if you're
Okay,
all right.
well I'm okay. Calcs?
Calcus?
I'll call you Calcs. No, Calcus, or whatever.
What's your name?
Well, I don't know what.
You got any drugs or weapons on you? You got anything I need to know about?
Me?
Yeah. Your car, I smell marijuana coming from that car, you know?
Oh, see?
You see where I'm going with this though?
Wow.
You see where I'm going?
So I laid down at this hut. I got two guys asking me if I'm okay. I hope they don't call the cops. Just trying to stretch out my back. I knew that I'd likely have problems. One guy did witness me like picking up a bag. Maybe he saw me reading this Ziploc bag that had reading material and a coin, and I just slammed it onto the ground, back onto the ground, and he didn't, when I walked by him, he was kind of a distance, but he didn't give any reaction. But he got these two professional guys that came out here asking if I was okay. I was laying in the forest. So what are the chances they're gonna call the cops? If there's a chain of events, hopefully they're both isolated incidents with these guys. What? Why are you approaching me?
I just got a call on you, see if you're okay.
Yep.
What's going on today?
What's going on with you? What was the complaint exactly?
Just said it was a welfare check, just to
Welfare?
see if you're
Okay,
all right.
well I'm okay. Calcs?
Calcus?
I'll call you Calcs. No, Calcus, or whatever.
What's your name?
Well, I don't know. Let's figure out a crime and
You don't have to tell me your name.
then we
I
can
just want to make sure you're
take
okay.
that next step. Okay. Well, where are we? We're in a park, right? Big Tree
Yep.
Park or something,
Yep.
Big Woods?
This is the retreat up here, so it's
Yeah. Do they have problems here? Is there a...
yeah, there's
Is it-
yeah.
So that's why it's like not unusual to be called out here, right?
Right.
It's okay. I mean, I was on the trail just walking. I mean, I ran into some people and in a forest. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
They just said they thought this guy looked like he needed help in some
Yeah.
way, and that was it. So you
That's-
could see I don't need help.
Yeah.
And I guess I
long as
matched
you're good.
I matched the description too.
Yep.
Right.
The plaid shirts, the
Okay.
blue pants, the
All
hat,
right.
the beard. Like
All right. What can you say exactly? What you only hear on the radio? What they say?
I just hear on the radio.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, I had two guys approach me. I was laying on the ground for a little
Okay.
bit, stretching my back.
Maybe that's why.
And yeah, they look like professional guys too. Like I
Okay.
was wondering maybe, they probably could have called. And that's
I don't
unfortunate.
know who called. I just.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Well, you ask for their names sometimes, and
Yeah,
they have,
dispatch gets all that information, but
Yeah.
I mean, for
It's
me,
not-
I wanted to make sure you were okay before
Yeah.
I go back.
Okay, well, yeah. Oh, and then you will confirm with them that I'm okay,
Yeah.
and that this is a park, even though it's a part of. I don't know what came first exactly,
I don't know.
the retreat or the park, because it doesn't seem like my Google, when I got in here, to get here, my Google map didn't really recognize it. There's no road. It just
Yeah, it's kind of hidden back here for sure.
Yeah, I didn't really like. It seems like it might be new. It's not in the most ideal spot.
No.
You're not getting a forest experience so much with
Yeah.
all the.
There's the loose line trail.
There's something called a loose line trail.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
more woodsy and
Mhm.
that goes all the way.
Does that have to do with like train or something loose, or is it?
The loose line.
It's not a part of a train or Sioux or okay.
Mhm.
All right, and that's something to check out then. Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for a more woodsy area.
I'm here to
or
look. I'm here to look around. I'm not. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect. I was just saying, it's walking around. It's just, it's.
Nice day out.
And yeah, this is like supposed to be the last good week, the last nice weather. Well, somebody said that.
I didn't look, but that's
I didn't hear it directly.
that's a bummer.
Yeah, well, I mean, I usually factor that between July 15th and August 15th, that's your hottest time of the summer, and then after that I start expecting more cool temperatures.
Yeah.
And as a traveler, I want to start heading south
Do you travel a lot?
Yeah, you can see my plates are from Washington, so
okay. Do you just pass through? Or
yeah, I just got here today.
Oh, into Minnesota?
No. In this,
just in the city?
I'm taking smaller bounces than that. I'm not,
I
I'm not,
hear you.
Yeah, I'm doing more city to city than state to city.
Okay.
Yeah, I take small bounces. I bicycle to the library.
Okay.
And I'm glad nobody complained about that. It's
sometimes we get weird complaints, but we got to do our due diligence.
Yeah.
And make sure you're all right.
Yeah.
So
And at least
I feel like you're good.
okay. Yeah. At least this isn't St. Paul. I mean, there's
Right.
You can expect a higher standard of behavior around these
Correct.
parts.
And a lot of times it's more like people in the community when they don't recognize people, and then we have a lot of crime lifting here, and so it's just if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
Type deal. So.
And I'm new, and
Okay.
this is probably not a popular park, but
It's not.
when new people come in, and I could kind of
Yeah.
I understand that things that stand out. I'm going to be one that stands out. So
Yeah, I mean, you're not in any trouble or anything. I just want to make sure that you're okay and that you don't need any
simple
assistance
call for you, And I want to. I don't know. Is there a curfew? Because I'm not going to stay here all night. But
so the parks and woods and stuff all close at 10:30.
10:30. Okay. Yeah. I'll be out before 10:30. I was thinking maybe I might want to bicycle around a little bit more.
Sure.
Check other places out.
Yeah, we're just really big on too. If you're gonna bicycle in the streets, just follow all traffic.
Stop
signs.
at the stop signs.
Stop at the stop sign. Stop at if you're on this road and there's a light and it's red, you have to stop.
Oh yeah.
Until it turns green. That sort of thing.
So, yeah, I mean, I have to go so gingerly with this. I got 2 broken spokes. The chain falls off, so I can't really compete with the cars so much on the roads. I'm more on the sidewalk. Oh yeah. So, okay. Yeah. All right.
Have a good day. Safe.
Yeah. So yeah, great. Have a good day yourself.
All right. We'll see you later. Hi. How are you? Good.
It's impressive how Travis handled the situation, completely in control and fully aware of his rights. It's like he was saying, if you're going to waste my time, I'll show you I know exactly what I'm doing. His calm and humor left the officer confused while highlighting how important it is to understand your rights and stand up for yourself. If you're a fan of Travis, drop a 5 in the comments.
How are you, sir?
Been better.
Why is that?
I got pulled over for no reason.
Okay. Well, it's not no reason.
Why is that?
Okay. Well, I couldn't see your license plate because of the tint in
So
your
no
windshield.
reason.
No, that's not no reason. How's that no reason?
This man was pulled over by police who claimed they couldn't see his license plate, then demanded his driver's license and ID. He refused, stating he hadn't committed any crime and asked to speak with a supervisor, but the officer ignored him and kept applying pressure. Fortunately, he knew his rights well enough to turn the situation around and left the officer speechless.
Now you do, now it's there, now got pulled over. I'm completely legitimate. I am a Texas registered, that tint's legal in Texas, everything's legit. I got pulled over for no reason.
No, it's not a no reason. I didn't see it. I see it now that I
So you're
walk
incorrect.
up to the car.
Okay, so now I got
Okay.
pulled over and you were erroneous.
I'm not erroneous. Pulling you over was correct. But now that I'm up this close, I can
Now you see how you were incorrect.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
No, can I take a look at driver's
Nope,
license real quick?
I don't consent.
Okay.
There's no legal reason for you to pull me over. You can keep walking, man. Am I free to go?
You're not free to go. I'd like to make sure you're okay to drive this car.
I'm good to drive this car. I don't consent to anything you have to say. Please leave. Please may I be on my way.
Okay. Where are you headed to tonight?
Doesn't matter. It's none of your damn business, dude. Let
Okay.
me go. I'm good to go. You have absolutely no right to have pulled me over, and they were just pushing this thing, and I got stabbed by one of you crap cops, and this freaking DA up here is charging me for it. Keep it quiet. All you guys have done is terrorize me, and all you're doing right now is doing nothing, accomplishing absolutely nothing, and there's no reason for you to be messing with me. All you're doing is eating too much and making that uniform look like crap.
Okay, I'm not messing with you, sir. I couldn't see your license.
Right, so am I free to go?
No, you're not free to go. I'd like to see registration and driver's license.
I do not consent. I don't consent. I don't consent. There's no reason for you to ask me for that. There's no reason for you to pull me over. You were erroneous. Ma'am, am I free to go?
I need to see your driver's
Nope,
license.
am I
and
free to go?
registration
I don't
before you go,
consent.
please.
I don't consent. No,
Okay.
there's absolutely no reason. There is absolutely no reason, pal, for you to ask for that when you were erroneous to pull that over.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
No, I disagree.
Call your sergeant down here.
Okay. I don't
Call your
have a
sergeant down here.
Okay.
Call your sergeant down here.
Can
There's
I-
no reason for you. You saw that it's erroneous right there. Everything, run my tags, do all that stuff. I don't consent to any reason you doing any of this. I absolutely detest everything in your being right now. Am I free to go?
No, I just need to see your driver's
Nope,
license.
don't consent. There's absolutely no reason for you to ask for that. Piss off, dude. Straight up, man. Straight up. I'm a combat veteran wounded warrior, and you have absolutely no reason. I didn't go to war for you to play Billy Badass like this. Go get your cop. Go get your sergeant. There's absolutely no reason for you to be pulling me over like this. I've been terrorized by the cops in this town, and you're doing your job to step in them shoes. I do not consent to anything. Am I free to go?
Okay, can I ask you how I'm terrorizing you?
Because you pulled me over for no reason. Am I free to go?
I pulled over.
Am I free to go?
No, sir. I need to see your driver's license.
Nope,
and
I know.
registration,
I don't
please.
consent. Am I free to go?
No. Can
I don't
please-
consent. Am I free to go?
Can I ask you one question?
No, you already asked. You already done enough, man. Am I free to go? Ma'am, are you his sergeant?
Nope.
Can you get your sergeant up here?
He's in charge.
This guy is not complying. He illegally pulled me over. He wants to search and seizure me and my being, and he has absolutely no reason to. Y'all terrorists can take this elsewhere. I'm not consenting.
Okay. If your driver's license is good, I just need to verify.
There is
that.
no reason. Tell me why you need to verify that. I wasn't breaking any law. I wasn't speeding, and you can see that my truck is legitimate. Why do you need to see anything?
Okay.
You don't. Go. Let me leave. I do not consent. Let me go.
Okay. All I want to do is check that you're good to drive.
I'm good to drive.
Okay.
I do not consent. Let me go.
I don't know.
I don't
that.
consent. Let me go.
Okay.
Well, you pulled me over illegally because you could not see the license plate in my thing. Now your story is you don't know if I'm good to drive. Dude, I don't consent. Leave. You're terrorizing me. You're absolutely terrorizing me. Am I free to go?
No. You're
Why
not
not?
ready to go.
Why
I
not?
just need to check, see if
No,
you're good to
I
drive.
do not consent. I am good to drive. I was driving just fine. You pulled me over for a tag violation, not because I was erroneously driving. Dude, you can push this as far as you want to go. You're on video. You're on live uplink, live load. You had better hope, Lee Wachowski, that you are correct, because you're asking me now that I'm not good to drive my vehicle when you just said that you pulled me over because you couldn't see my tag. Am I free to go?
No, I just need to make
That's
sure your
illegal
license
search
is
and
valid.
seizure. There is absolutely no, you do not need to. There's absolutely no reason for you to. I don't consent. There's absolutely no reason.
Okay, then will you provide me with your name and date of birth so I can check?
Nope, dude, you can run these tags. That's everything right there that you need to do, that are you legal to do, and that you can see through the window like you just said. I do not consent. Am I free to go?
No, sir. It's very simple.
Get your sergeant on the line. I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. Am I free to go?
No, sir. If you just let me see your driver's license.
There's no reason for you to do this, dude. Do you know who all right, I'll show you
I do
something.
Not know
I'm
who
not.
You are. Okay. Are you carrying? Are there any weapons down there? I get nervous when you move your hands like that. Okay.
Take that. That's ID.
Okay.
Now you're trying to get legal, dude. Piss
I'm not
off.
trying to do anything.
Yep, you are.
But
You
check your driver's license.
dude, that's my ID right there. Why don't you go look that up?
That's not ID.
Why don't you find out how you're gonna wind up on film?
That's fine. I realize I'm on film.
Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
protesting
I do
that.
not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. There is no reason for you to pull me over. You said you saw it now. Now am I free to go?
No, sir.
Don't consent. Get your sergeant on the line.
Okay.
Get your sergeant up here. Get
Okay.
your sergeant up here.
They're
Get your
coming.
sergeant up here.
In the meantime, if you just let me see your driver's license and I check that you have valid driver's license.
The driver fully complied with the law. yet was stopped and asked for ID without any reasonable cause or traffic violation. His request for a supervisor was ignored, and the officer even made a baseless accusation about a weapon just because of a simple hand movement while reaching for a card. This behavior highlights how law enforcement can sometimes intentionally prolong and escalate a traffic stop without reasonable suspicion, violating the Fourth Amendment and the right to be free from unlawful detention.
First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, those are my favorites. Let's see how long it takes for this guy to do the walk of shame. There he goes. He did it, guys. Walk shame. Get back. What's up, man? What's that? I don't answer questions, man. You don't ask questions? No, I don't answer questions. Why? What's up? Make me mad? No, it's great to be an American. You like America? You like the Constitution? I love it. All right. Well, get out of here. Go back to work. I got some tax dollars.
Today's video comes from the channel Film Cops TV. While filming outside a cement plant, the man was suddenly accused of trespassing by a security guard, simply for holding a camera. Things quickly escalated when the police were called to the scene.
Get back to work. What's going on now? I need you to go back to work. That's what's going on. Because I said so. Well, then call the police then. You want to waste my services? They work for me. Get out of here. Don't engage with me. What are you here for?
They called.
Okay.
He's talking to them now.
Oh, that's cool. I'm just out here on a street, taking video. Some video over there. Tampa police already, they gave the security a wave. So I'm just continuing to take pictures out here on a public street. You got any drugs or weapons on you? You got anything I need to know about?
Me?
Yeah. Your car, I smell marijuana coming from that car, you know?
Oh, do you?
You see where I'm going with this, though?
Wow.
You see where I'm going?
Not really, no, you don't.
It's all the things that get told to us as citizens out here on the street.
Okay.
That's why I'm out here trying to protect the law. I protect the Constitution and the law,
Okay.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to talk to them.
All right, that's cool. I'll be right here. Am I detained? Am I detained for a crime? What crime do you suspect me of? I have to know.
Do you look detained to us like I'm detaining you?
Well, what's your name and badge number? J. Campbell, 787.
Yeah,
Well, then I want to know why you're making
yeah.
contact with me.
Because like you're on.
This situation highlights the right to record from public property, the importance of clearly defining property boundaries, and the need to request names and badge numbers for accountability. By calmly disputing false accusations and using precise legal language, the auditor demonstrated an effective way to protect both First and Fourth Amendment rights.
Absolutely refuses to walk away from the conversation. I told back away, I shut the door sticks, it's slammed. So I'm being disruptive and unruly because I've asked him to walk away from me. I have the right to have him removed from my show.
Okay.
I've asked him repeatedly to walk away and leave. He refuses to. I would like to see him removed. Thank you.
Hello.
How's it going, officer?
Are you Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any ID on you?
I do, actually, yeah.
Can I see that, please?
But my name is Brandon Hopkins, and the reason why we're having this conversation is literally just because I came up and
Well, look. Can I see your ID?
I'd rather not give you my ID. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not.
This man and his service dog went to a county fair, but staff slammed the door shut and called the police just to verify a no-dog policy. Even though he complied and left, Officer James Wise followed him all the way to his car, repeatedly demanding his ID, turning a minor misunderstanding into a tense confrontation.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I just want to identify you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm Brandon. My name is Brandon.
Okay.
And I haven't broken any laws, so therefore I wouldn't want to give you my ID if that's okay.
I'm just confused as to why not.
I'm not. I wasn't disorderly. She's the one being disorderly. I literally came up to have a conversation. I was talking to him for like 2 minutes. She slammed the door, came over here. She said she was calling you guys, so I didn't leave.
What's your middle name, Brandon?
My middle name is Alan, but I'm not going to give you any more information. My name is Brandon. She called you and told you who I was.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not going to give you any more information. Okay. I'd like to not give any more information. That's okay.
Why won't you give me your date of birth? I don't understand.
Why would you need to have my information?
Because I need to document your
It's a
information
violation
for
of
my
my
report.
Fourth Amendment right.
It is not a violation.
I haven't broken any laws. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I am asking you to give me
Well,
your
therefore, I'd
information.
like to be secure in my house's paper copy affects me. I'd like to be secure in my person.
Okay, are you refusing to identify yourself?
Well, yeah, I haven't broken any laws.
Okay. So they have asked you to leave. Okay. If you refuse to leave, then you are trespassing. And that is what
Well,
you
they
want.
would have to trespass me, and I would have to be given an opportunity to. That's how trespass laws work. So if you want,
Good status. You start another unit. P2.
you want to ask them if I'm being trespassed?
She already said she wants you to leave.
Well, no, she wanted me to leave. She said she didn't tell me to leave leave this place. She just wanted me to leave the office.
You want him gone, right?
Is that not correct? Isn't that correct, Tom? She wanted me to leave the office, not the property.
Originally, she asked to walk away and leave the office.
Well, that's what I was. That's under my understanding. So if I'm being trusted,
But you
so if I'm
haven't
being,
left yet.
if I'm, and that's why is because I was waiting for the officer. I'm sorry, sir. You're assaulting me.
No, I don't want putting your
Don't.
hands next to me.
You just
I-
love to
I didn't.
He
I didn't
refused
even-
to walk
I didn't-
away
I didn't touch
from
you.
from my booth.
But
He refused to walk away, and I told him, I will have you removed from my grounds. If you don't walk away, I will call the police and have you removed.
so you want
you
he
want him
very
gone?
politely
so you want me
said
trespassed?
to me,
Is that correct? You want me trespassed?
I don't want you trespassed. I want you removed off my grounds.
Well,
Nobody
that's
said
that's
you're
how it
trespassing.
works. He can't
You
remove
are,
me unless
you
I'm
are
being
being
trespassed.
argumentative.
Legally, right?
This he does. He just loves to do this. This is not the
So
first issue.
here's the deal.
Take him out.
If you want him gone, all right, we would have to formally trespass him. Is that what we want to do? 'Cause
That's
I'm-
up to you, Brandon. You have a choice.
I have a choice about what you're
So
telling
you
me.
can
to-
leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing.
Well,
What do you want to do?
No, sir. She can ask me if I'm trespassed, then I will.
You
sir.
can leave peacefully, or we can arrest for trespassing.
But they
what do you
have
want
to
to do?
They have to trespass me though.
Yes, they do, and they can.
So am I being trespassed?
If you don't walk away.
No,
from
that's
me
not how it
and
works. You
leave,
have to trust me, then I have to
You've
be
been
given an
asked-
opportunity to leave. Isn't
You've
that
been
correct?
Please
asked
keep your
multiple
hands
times.
to yourself.
Well, could you do also? Isn't that correct, officer? I have to be trespassed, and then I have to be given an opportunity to leave.
You are being told to leave.
By law.
Okay. At this point, I can arrest you for disorderly conduct. I can arrest you
Thank
for
you.
trespassing.
Well, I'm not being disorderly.
Yes,
I
you
will,
are.
I will gladly leave this area. if
Yeah,
I'm
it's
being
time to
trespassed.
leave. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, leave fairgrounds.
Could I get your name and your badge number, please?
My name is Officer Wiss, WYSS. My badge number is 109.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your professionalism, sir. Well, you guys have
Wish
a
I
good
could say
day.
the same for you.
Well, I don't think I've been not professional.
I disagree.
Well, why would you say that?
Because you're instigating.
I'm not instigating anything.
Yes, you are. Now
Sir.
it's time to leave. Let's go.
Yeah, I said I was going to leave.
Then let's go. Let's not talk about it anymore.
I have
Let's
to be
leave.
given an opportunity. You don't want me to use my free speech to leave? To leave this place? I can't use my free speech?
Go on.
I'm leaving.
All right.
Yeah. Officer Swiss. What a good guy. A public servant serving the public. I don't answer questions. I like to
Why
exercise.
you're refusing to cooperate?
I'd like to exercise. I'm cooperating. I'm walking to my car. I'm leaving. That's exactly what you told me to do. What are you doing right now? Exactly.
Well, like I said
I'd like
earlier,
to
I need-
exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, if that's okay.
You're not
Ask
being
me
charged
any
with the
other-
crime.
Huh?
You're not being charged with the crime.
Well, exactly. So why would you want to make me insecure of
1511.
my houses, paper, property, effects, and things? Why would you want to make me insecure of my persons and violate my Fourth Amendment right? I'm leaving this place. That's what you told me to do, right?
Hang on just a sec. Can you advise if he's signal 30? Sorry, I got a lot of background. Didn't hear that. All right.
I'm curious on why you're further harassing me.
Well, because I needed to determine whether or not you were who I thought you were. Because there's an individual with your name who was involved with, I believe it was St. Joe Police, and is possibly pending charges. So I needed to determine whether or not you had any warrants out for your arrest.
Well, I'd like to not further your investigation.
Well, you can be charged with obstructing justice at that point.
Well, obstruction is a physical act.
It's not.
It actually is.
So
by law,
it's
obstruction.
At this point, all right. Unless you're going to give me ID to confirm this.
I'm not going to give you. You're making me insecure on my house's paper, property effects, and things. If you violate my Fourth Amendment right, I'm going to sue you.
I'm
and your
asking
department.
you to willingly give me your ID.
I've not broken any laws.
I'm
is
not
that correct?
forcing you to do that.
I've not broken any laws. Is that
What does
correct?
that have to do with me asking you to give you ID?
Because you don't have to have articulable, reasonable suspicion to gain my ID.
No, I don't. I'm asking you to give it over.
You have to
willingly identify yourself. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment right.
I'm not trying to violate any rights. If I was trying to violate your rights, I would be doing it by force. My supervisor isn't working today.
Okay.
I'm the only officer. I'm in charge.
Well, you
today.
should get a supervisor before you make a mistake.
I don't have a supervisor working right now. I am the supervisor.
I would highly suggest you go above yourself before you make a mistake, because you walked over here to harass me and asked me to gain my ID. I've not broken any laws. I've not even been trespassed from this place.
I'm not forcing you to get
You threatened me with arrest if I didn't leave, which is a violation of my rights in general. That is assault, sir. You have a gun and a badge, maybe the badge, but that gun, that's an assault. You have no legal and lawful reason to tell me to leave this place. They never trespassed me from this place.
That's not assault.
Well, I can tell you right now that if I use my words in a threatening manner, that's assault. If I touch you, that's battery. That's assault and battery. So obviously you need to learn the law.
So at this point, you've agreed to leave. I suggest you do that.
Well, I suggest you to stop harassing me further.
So
an armed gunman, gunman. You actually have no legal and lawful authority to even make me leave at this point.
Let's get in your car and go.
You understand
let's
that,
not make
sir.
this any worse than it needs to be.
Well, I would highly suggest you not make it any worse for yourself, because this is documented on video.
I understand.
We're having a conversation. I wish you had a body camera, because you should. You have a spot for it. To hold yourself legally accountable for what you're doing right now.
Yep.
Because if you violate my rights and take me to jail, I'm going to sue you.
I understand
and
that,
your
that
department.
is your right.
So
My
I
body
highly,
camera's charging right
so
now,
I
that's
highly
why.
suggest
Okay.
you walk away, sir, because you have no legal and lawful authority to make me do anything at the moment.
I'm not trying to
you
make
have
you
no,
do anything.
You have no ARS.
I'm just
you have no
asking you to do that.
articulable, reasonable suspicion to do anything to me. What you're saying to me is unlawful in what you're doing. I've not broken the law. I've not been disorderly. I've not done anything wrong here. You're coming and harassing me. You walked.
Are you
leaving
leaving or not?
Over 100 yards to come here and harass me and try to gain my information.
Are you leaving or not?
I said I was going to leave. You are hindering that ability for me to do so.
I'm not hindering anything. I've not
Don't come over here like a
obstructed
tyrant.
You. Are you leaving or no? Or do you want to keep talking?
Do you have legal and lawful authority to even make me leave?
I'm not talking about making you leave. I'm asking you if
Sir,
you're leaving.
you're trying to exercise your authority, usurp authority over me,
I'm sure you wish that was the case,
a free
but
man
you're
in
not
this
nearly
place.
as
But
oppressed as you think you
you
are.
threatened me with arrest over there for
I told
disorderly
you what
when
would
I've
happen
not
if
been
you refused to leave.
But I've not been disorderly. You're assaulting my persons because you have no legal and lawful
authority.
authority.
Are you leaving or no?
Why are you standing here?
Are you leaving or no? Yes or no?
How are you serving the public
Are
right
you
now?
leaving? Yes or no?
I told you that I was going to leave,
All right,
but
then
I don't.
let's go.
But I don't have to leave.
Let's go.
Sir. No, although you wanted to come have this conversation with me, I don't have to leave.
No,
this
I'm
place.
bored of this conversation because you're not nearly as cool or smart as you think
But you
are.
understand.
So it's time to
I
go.
want you to know, as a public servant that works for me, I don't work for you.
No, I work for the people of the Berrien Springs.
I am the people, right? I am the
Springs.
people. No, you work for the people. You swore an oath to the U.S. Constitution to therefore protect my rights. You serve the public by protecting
Yes,
individual
and I am
rights.
employed by
and
the
what
people
you're
of
doing
Berrien
right
Springs and
now,
Orono Township.
trying to come over here
Okay.
and harass me to gain my
you are
property,
disrupting
my papers.
peaceful
I'm not
execution of
disrupting
this fair.
anything. There is
All right.
nobody around here. There is absolutely nobody around here.
So are you ready to go?
You are disrupting my day by harassing me and coming over here. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's it. If you continue
God
to bother the staff at the fair, I will arrest you.
I'm not.
You understand that?
Sir, I have never bothered them at all. I was trying to have a communication with them. She got upset, slammed the door. God bless you, sir. Have a great day.
In the end, this case highlights several key legal points. Mere suspicion is not the same as reasonable suspicion and cannot justify detention or an ID demand. A trespass order must be formally issued and include an opportunity to leave before it becomes grounds for arrest. And the charge of disorderly conduct is often too vague, making it prone to abuse. The best response is to stay calm, avoid provocation, record everything, and note the officers' names and badge numbers. Those details can make all the difference when your rights are challenged. We created this video to inform and help citizens understand their rights and handle encounters lawfully and peacefully, not to encourage confrontation.
Last but certainly not least, I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to the behind-the-scenes team who worked for months on these videos to make them possible, spending hundreds of hours into research and production. I am deeply grateful to the dedicated team who worked tirelessly behind the scenes.
Why are you approaching me?
I just got a call on you, if you're okay.
Yep.
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
Just said it was a welfare check. Just to
Welfare?
see if you're
Okay,
all
well, I'm okay. Calcs.
right. Calcus?
I'll call you Calcs. No, Calcus, or whatever.